Jody,
Yes.
I believe Chris is on the bus.
He's
Or at the bus stop.
he's trying to flag down the bus, I think.
Oh, right.
I think he's having some particular problem getting in. So we might have to get the helicopter out.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how that works. I think we should do a brief section just to inform this AI podcast that we're hoping for, what it is that we do. Because normally Chris would be here.
Could you explain what AR announces for? Because a lot of people wouldn't know what it is. AR.
AI is what
AI, is it?
I've already explained or tried to explain.
Yes.
Well, just say a podcast.
A podcast.
Let's stop worrying too much about AI. Let's believe that these beings will do what we ask them to do, and come up with 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, perhaps a totally variable amount. Because you see, what I think it is that we do is fill in.
Yes, we do.
So we speak for any expected length of time that Chris isn't ready to speak himself. Normally it's because he's looking out a CD, or he's exploring his phone,
right?
Or he's getting ready the next track,
right? Okay.
Do you see what I mean? And then
yes,
we say something.
Well, I think we are support people.
Yes,
that's what that's what it's like. What I do, I support my brother. So it's the same thing. We're supporting Chris,
right?
And if he has a blip in his repertoire, then we tend to fill in with saying whatever we think we're saying.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I would call it.
Yes. So is that the same sort of thing we might expect from an AI system? That we will cope with the studio, or Chris will cope with the studio as best we can, but if we fall over or there's a pause, we'd like this other setup to take over.
Well, you can do. What you got there, you could do. You've got a computer.
Yeah.
The computer you just push a button and away you go, and you will have the next 25 years all on there for you.
Yes.
So it's quite simple. It is there. It's whether you want it electronically done, where as soon as you fall over on the floor, it immediately picks up where you got left off.
Well, maybe if it heard a minute of silence,
yes,
it would sort of leap into action.
Well, you can just shout out help.
Oh yes, you could say
help. Give me a coffee or something like that. Something abnormal, and it will recognise that.
Yes.
But you have to be careful not to say it when you're doing live, in case it kicks in.
Okay, well, we can always sort of fade it out or whatever.
No, we can, yes.
So I think we've explained ourselves pretty well now.
Right.
So we've explained A, what we do,
and
B, what we're hoping this system will do.
Yes, it's the next thing down the path, I think, in a way.
Yes.
So you should be able to come to the studio and talk to somebody, okay?
Yeah.
And there'll be nobody else in the studio. Have a conversation with somebody else.
And you would get answers.
You get answers. The computer will answer in our voice or somebody else's voice.
Yes.
So we don't have to attend, you see.
Oh, we wouldn't. We don't attend a lot.
And then we have an AR to take over what you're doing. So the whole show will be like that.
Well, I don't think that has to be. It would just be nice to have an option there.
Yes, it's an option in case something goes wrong.
Yes.
So the listener doesn't think, oh, they're having a major accident in the studio or something like that. It carries on.
We need something reassuring.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, look, this is very important because this is a completely new track.
New? Wow.
The Doobie Brothers. Well, this year.
Oh, right.
This
okay.
year.
Right.
And there's stock in HMV. But strangely, all the old ones have gone.
All
so
right.
I don't quite understand this. A couple of weeks ago, there was a lot of old stock by the Doobie Brothers.
Yes.
And then the new ones came in.
Yes.
And the new ones have gone, apart from one. but all the old ones have gone. So
Right.
perhaps people have thought, that reminds me of something when they heard this, and gone
They've all gone.
and they bought the old ones. But anyway, we'll play it again.
Play it anyway.
See what it sounds like.